Здравствуйте, товарищи, and welcome back to another glorious Worker Wednesday, where we will be making some magnificent progress south of the river. Or at least that's the hope, folks. I know I've been saying that for a little while now, but these massive strides must be taken in baby steps, and that takes time. That, of course, takes time. Now, let's set those little metaphors aside for a moment for me to quickly say, as always, folks, if you've been enjoying this series and you'd like to see it continue, please don't hesitate to keep letting me know by leaving a like and a comment down below. It makes a massive difference in how I approach content on the channel. Lots of clouds to look at over here. But it does make a very big difference, folks. So the reason why this mini Let's Play is running over 80 episodes, we're on episode 84, 85 or something right now. The reason for that is because y'all have been commenting and liking and letting me know you want to see more. So yes, do keep it coming. And I did read through your comments of the previous episode. Lots of things to address, lots of things I'm going to try and fix, lots of things to look forward to. So let's not waste any more time with a prolonged introduction. Let's start to dive right into it. So first things first, actually, is something that I don't think I want to deal with this session, is the issue over here. There were some suggestions as to how we could, get rid of some of these signals to make it all work a little bit better. I mean, I guess if I get rid of these, that should maybe make it work a little bit better, because they're the alternate paths. I don't know. I might have just broken everything a bit more, in which case I'll have to deal with it today. There's no undo in this game, though, and I don't remember what I just canceled. So you know what? Taking it in stride, and we'll deal with it. Maybe that'll force me to finally solve the problem. Maybe that's a good thing. Maybe that's a good thing. But apart from that now being on the table, we're going to hopefully see some good development down over here. I believe the road is almost completed. This is done. This is also done. We just need to finish this last section off over here. It has been assigned. We do have our construction offices on auto search. We got to finish that trolley bus depot, and then we can have a trolley bus coming up and down this main road here to transport people down to this area. And hopefully at the same time, we're going to be developing this and planning our expansion, our further expansion over here. So much to do right now. It's going to be a wild handful of episodes coming up, I think, but over 7 million in the bank, so definitely some wiggle room. We can spend a little bit of that. Unemployment is very low. That I'm really happy to see. Not sure what led to that. I think it might be a result of... Actually, no, not sure what led to that, because it's not like there were that many people up there. I did move quite a few people down here. I guess they're moving to the construction sites in the area. Not there are that many. Oh, interesting. I'll take it, though. It'll probably go up a little bit, but that's great. That's great. 21 plus living at home, much lower as well. Fantastic. So let's go ahead and hit play. Not much else to worry about, I don't think. So yes, let's go ahead and hit play. Let's go ahead and add a parking lot down over here so we can have people driving down from up there to the power plant over here. So what I think I'll do is I think I will go ahead and get maybe just a large parking lot in this area for people who are working at the power plant, but also for people who might get off and then get onto the cable cars to go across the mountain. Maybe. I guess that's a thing. I imagine that's a thing. Not just I guess, but I imagine that's a thing. And there's not much else we can fit in this area, so I think it's a fair idea to get a large parking lot over here. So let's go ahead and pop you down, and again, we'll probably pay for the parking lot, right? No need to build the parking lot. And I really want to see if we're going to see people drive down here. Make a footpath connection right across. You go under the conveyor belt. This is okay. We have some more connections we might eventually use, though I have my doubts about that. Let's go ahead and pay for you. And I do want to check, are we in range? No, we are too far away. So that's interesting. Right, we're too far away down here. I'll put a parking lot up over here somewhere next to the gas station, which does have fuel. I think some of you were suggesting that I need to import fuel there, but I have been importing fuel. I've not been importing fuel here. That must be what you were talking about. Let's go ahead and auto purchase a little bit. Can't wait to start producing my own fuel. That'll be exciting times. What's going on over here? Cargo train station on fire. Well, glad you're getting out of the way. I'm sure a fire truck is already en route. Where is our closest fire station? All the way down here? I know there's one up over here somewhere. Yeah, you're here. Are you the one being sent over? You might be the one being... Yeah, you are the one being sent over. Wow. That is a long way to go. I should have one in my industrial zone. It's gonna get fairly hot in here, but We'll be able to fight the fire, I think, no problem. I should definitely, though, add some more, maybe trucks here. At least one more truck here. 12, I think, is the highest speed level we have. I like the ladder as well. It's probably a good idea when you have so many high rises. And get some more people working there. Another building on fire? What is going on? That one's in Brickstonia. We do have firefighters down over here. Yeah, I think they're already en route. Indeed they are. Beautiful. Rapid response team over here. And these guys, where are y'all headed? Road 728. Okay, these guys are working on this expansion over here. Oh, look at that. Look at the progress already made. Just in terms of bringing resources over, sure, but progress nonetheless. And it's kind of weird to me that the firefighters get stuck behind traffic. They should be weaving through traffic. There we go. Nicely taken care of over there. And what about up over here? Is one truck enough? Indeed, it is. Beautiful. Wonderfully done. More firefighters responding as well. It's so cool to see these mechanics, you know, come to life, so to speak. Every once in a while. Don't want to see it too often, game. Don't overdo it. There we go. Problem solved. Beautiful. Fires extinguished. Problem solved. Where was I? Right. So, we've got fuel coming over here now. Yes. Building is without power supply, though. Interesting. Is that because we are lacking power across the board? Indeed it is. Workers are hopefully being brought down. See, now the weird thing to me is, I suppose the implication... You're going to the fire station. That's the problem. I think a lot of workers are being diverted. You're coming through still with 11 workers. Okay, fair enough. I think, is the implication of the non-reachable parking lots, it doesn't mean that people can only drive so far, or will they stop at parking lots to make their way over? Is there a limit to how far people are willing to drive to go to work? I mean, I know in the real world there definitely is, but people don't often get to stick to that limit, do they? So I got to figure that out. I could put another parking lot. I mean, there's one over here. But this one, wow, too far away. 500 meters seems to be the limit. I could put one over here. There's a nice junction. We could have like a good parking lot system over here, I suppose. And then another one on the other side. I don't know if cars will ping pong between parking lots is the thing. Let me see. If I were to build a parking lot. If I were to build a parking lot. Hang on. No, it's here somewhere. There we go. I had to start at the bottom. 32. And it looks like this one would allow people to pass through it as well. Otherwise, I don't understand why there would be road on either side. I'm trying to figure out a good way to experiment with that, a good way to check to see if that's how it works. I mean, I guess I could put a parking lot down here. That's wasteful. Pointless. Kind of wish I put this one down over here. I guess I could. I think I might be able to fit it here. Can't be able to do the infrastructure. My worry is that the buildings are in the way. Might be. Might be. We've got this other parking lot. Definitely want to put something down here. We do the garage as well, of course. Pop you over like this. Maybe... See, because over here we're going to have coal being brought over. The iron industry might be over here, right? We might have iron ore processing, because if we take a look... Sorry, I gotta... I don't want to, like, needlessly put stuff... I don't want to foolishly put stuff down, rather. The iron mines will be up over here. Fair. Yeah, lots of iron mining over here and over here. Jeez, there's so much iron. All right, cool. Good stuff. So over here, we could do the iron processing. Right? And the math we'd worked out, though it doesn't really work that way up over here at Rustinsky, the math we'd worked out was a 1-to-4 ratio, I believe, because one iron ore processing plant processes 225 tons of iron ore per day when it's working at full efficiency. 225. One mine is 4 tons of iron ore per worker. 4 tons times 250 is 1,000 tons. 1,000 tons can be handled by, yes, approximately 4 processing plants. I don't know if I'm going to jump to those numbers right away, but that's what we're kind of working with. So if I were to plan this out, right, We've got you coming up over here bringing coal. This thing is a aggregate storage for coal. Iron mining is happening over here. We could probably get an aggregate storage for iron mining somewhere, for iron ore rather, somewhere over here. In which case we would get our processing plants facing this way. Another fire. It's a hot episode. We could like get these guys over here. We get them over here. I kind of want them a little tucked away. I don't want pollution to reach my residential area, right? That's the thing. We'll put you up against the mountains over here. It's a little too bumpy. A little too bumpy. Need flat terrain here as well. I mean, I'd probably put you down, say, over here. In which case, yeah, we'd put a parking lot in this area. Is what I'm thinking. It's almost like I feel like I'm not in the right headspace to start laying this out. I'm just a little worried about it being too congested. There's so many moving parts. We've got the tracks coming down as well. Right, we've got the tracks coming down. I'm wondering if I put down the mines first. Because the processing plants we can put down wherever. The mines we can't. Alright, let me take a quick look at least at the mines. And actually, sorry, before I do that even, it was pointed out in the comments quite correctly that these guys need a gas station. Let's get them a gas station first. And it'll be the rural style gas station that we have. There we go. Rotate you, put you over here where the bus stop used to be, I guess. Kind of use this empty space. Actually works quite nicely. Right among all the farms. There we go, don't even have to terraform. Beautiful. Done, and we'll pay for you. Done. Of course, we will purchase... do we need power on this one? This might need power. Which is unfortunate. Can't remember. I'm pretty sure they need power. I don't know if they're gravity fed. Well, even if they are gravity fed, it's pumping oil up from, I believe, underground, so it'll need power. Fair enough. Let's go ahead and get that power coming through then. Now the question becomes, I guess we'll pull it from here. If we can. Really? This has no more slots open? Really? Oh yeah, there we go. I guess I must have selected the high voltage or something. My bad. So we could get power coming down this way. This, I believe, I don't think either of these are switches. You're a substation and you're a switch. Okay, well, we can then pull from the switch here. Because again, we don't need that much wattage out all the way out there. In fact, I could probably go with the lowest tier wire, 0.65. These guys don't need it. This is the only thing that needs it. 3 per day. I mean, is the 0.65 enough? Let's try it, right? Let's try it. Worst case scenario, we'll swap it out. We'll upgrade it. But pull down from here. So tiny in comparison. Though it should be cheaper to make, I assume. Building in the way. Nudge you down a little bit. Or we could go up. It's also an option. Sure. Seems like the preferred option. Get you out to here. Follow in the footsteps of the bigger cables, I suppose. And we'll pull you over to here. Hang on now, is this also a switch or is this a substation? That's a substation. Just have to make sure. Alright, so let's go ahead and cancel that step. Pull you over the tracks. Now we should hopefully be able to... I was hoping we'd be able to go over the bus stop. Gotta go up to there, right? Okay, not a problem. We can maybe turn around over here. Come on now. Very particular, this game. Yeah, the farms, the fields are in the way. Come on. Go down this way. Can't go past the farm. It's over and across. A lot of backtracking going on with this. Not the biggest fan of that. Just wasted wire and stuff, wasted resources. Go ahead and loop you around. There we go. Come on now. There we go. Pull this back down this way. It's just so densely packed here, it's kind of funny. Other infrastructure's in the way. We're good. No, we're not. So that's the edge of the farm. All this to get a little bit of juice out to a farm. Literally the tiniest bit of electricity we need. Alright, so that's not working. Let's see. There's got to be a path of even less resistance. Let's not make our lives too difficult here. Let's go ahead and pull you up this way. We should be able to go across. Angle connection's too sharp, that's okay. Up a little bit. Actually, I don't like that. Cancel that. We'll nudge up from over there. Like this kind of a thing. There we go. Because that way we can go across like so. And then find the gap over here. Go across the gap over here. Building's in the way. No, it's not. There. Oh, come on now. There we go. Down to here. Down to there-ish. Beautiful. There it is. Oh, we're almost there. Yes, wonderful. Wonderful. And let's take a look at the modded substation, shall we? Transformer. Yeah, the switch. No, not the switch. The substation. Switch tower. I just want... Construct cargo. Power substation. There we go. I just have to remember that this is not actually a switch, despite it looking like one, as far as the user interface is concerned. So we can do this. There we go. Pop you down there. And let's connect you like so. Pay for all of that. And let's pay for this as well, of course. Done. Power is coming through, and that should be good enough for you. Now, funnily enough, I think I actually didn't need power. You see how this truck is full? I might not have needed power. Oh well. Listen, it's realistic. It's realistic, and it didn't cost us all that much. So I'll accept it. I'll accept it, thank you very much. Let me just take a quick peek over here at some stuff. Still a lot of crops to transport. Sorry, over here we have 320 tons waiting to be taken away. Over here, too many bricks, more bricks being added. Just leave, just go. We don't need bricks or steel. Move on. Hang on, we do need crops though. It's my bad. That is my bad. Now, what's happening to the bricks? We don't have anywhere to put them. This is topped up. I need to build more things using bricks. Expand Brickstonia only to sell, to get rid of some bricks. Alternatively, I wonder if it's time to explore. No, we can't do that. Trying to figure out if I want to export bricks from down over here. Or if I just stop bringing bricks for the next little bit. You know what? Let's stop bringing bricks for the next little bit. I need to specify what we're bringing then. I mean, we don't need bricks or steel. We just need, I guess, clothes for the next little bit. Wild. That's wild to me. That we've overstocked so much. But yeah, we'll go ahead and do one last unload there. That'll be fine. Cool, so that's that taken care of. Crops are coming through, hopefully okay. Do I have any in there? I don't think so. No, and let me just check over here. Is this a mess? Not yet, it isn't. Alright, that's feeling pretty good. Livestock is good. We just need people to pick up the meat down over here. People are coming through. That's great to see. Over here, we have some surplus. Cool. Alright, now, back down here. Where were we? I suppose we could start planning this expansion. Just want to check one last thing here. You're fine. You're done. I think it's time to maybe build one of these. I'm going to get a kindergarten down first, and then I'm going to take a look at the iron stuff. Sorry, I know this was a slightly messier episode to record. I guess. I didn't expect to be so scatterbrained. My apologies for that, but these are like 3 massive projects all happening, quote unquote, at the same time. And I guess that's throwing me off a little bit today. I apologize for that. So let's go ahead and get our kindergarten, but I want the large one, or the medium one, or whatever we want to term this. Get that over here, maybe. And that should be within walking distance for everybody. If we take a look at walking distance for you, you can get all the way up to there. If you can get up to there, that's 400 meters. I'm fairly certain if I get a footpath connecting over here, I'm fairly certain even this building would be able to come up to there. So that'd be good. Because again, kindergartens, as y'all have pointed out in the comments as well, kindergartens only function within walking distance. So if I go ahead and find a good spot for you, need flat terrain, just a tiny corner over there. That seems to be a problem here. Might as well go ahead and, I'm assuming, lower it. Well, let's go ahead and level terrain height from center. Because again, this is an urban development. So here I don't mind doing a lot of terraforming. Here I don't mind completely changing the fabric of the ground, basically. And in fact, I want to flatten this entire area because we want to get some parking lots and stuff here as well. Some large parking lots, maybe some underground garages and things like that. Just to get it all working nicely here. I mean, I wonder if I want to get 2 kindergartens or maybe another school or something instead as well. Okay, this needs some serious digging here. Let's get to work. There we go. Is that good enough? Yep. So here we can flatten the... I want the road connection. I want to make sure the road connection works. There we go. There we go. Flatten the train. A little bit that's needed. And we'll go ahead and get our construction offices working on this right away. Oh, no. There we go. Cool. So let's make sure, first of all, that you can, in fact... No? Alright. So let's get our footpath over here. Now... Oh, really? Wow. Okay, fair enough, fair enough. It's not the end of the world. We're still at least taking care of 1, 2, 3 very high-density houses with this one kindergarten. Not gonna lie, I am surprised. I expected it to reach a little bit further. What if we had a connection, say, over here? Come on. Give me a pretty looking connection. It's not too much to ask. There we go. How about now? There we go. Now we're able to get to this building. Cool. I knew I was just missing something there. All right, fair enough. Now, if I actually get a footpath connection over here as well, we might be able to service them. Maybe. Might need a little diagonal cut over here or something. This kind of a thing. Yep, does the trick. Now, again, that might be too much stress for the one kindergarten, but it gives options as well. Actually, these guys... Oh, these guys are able to reach as well, so that'll be good. Yeah, it might be too much for one kindergarten. Now, how's our school doing over here, actually? That's a shopping center. That's the school. A decent amount of room left in the school, so that's good. I do want to add a university here as well. Maybe get a medical university or something down, in the central area. That might be the right spot for it. Get some post-secondary education going. And I actually, on the topic of schools, only university educated, prefer younger. Can I say only younger? Yes, I can. Only less than 30s. Cool. Only university educated. I can say basic or higher instead. And prefer higher government loyalty. The reason why I want to do that, now it's too late now, though I could purchase a couple more cars. Sure, let's experiment. So it's the VZ2106, right? Let's get 4 more out there. And the reason why I'm doing these changes, again, this was kind of suggested in the comments, is that it might give us a better result in terms of people driving out for different kinds of jobs. Don't know. We're experimenting, right? We're trying to learn how these cars will work. So we'll see if that does the trick. Now, I think I might need another bus to bring more people down. What's the deal here? 5 workers to the fire station. Get down here, 4 workers. We're just about to arrive with 9 workers. Okay, the problem is there's no gap. The other problem is they're going all the way. I wonder if we should drop them off here instead. Add some more construction offices to these projects. Oh, I can't even take the auto search further. Work on that. Eventually need to work on these. These I can pay for. I don't mind paying for these. But we definitely need to prevent this stacking from happening. Just pull you back around. I guess I should upgrade this road. Yeah, there's a couple things to do. So let's go ahead and upgrade the roads inside our city kind of block here first. And actually, hold on. Gotta make sure construction officers are working on that. Why are you not auto searching? I wonder if auto search isn't working on the modded one. I have it on. I have it. Yeah, that's weird. Anyways, fine. Glad I spotted it. It's not working for these guys either. 3,000 meters is well within range. Okay. As long as they get to work when I tell them to. As long as they get to work when I tell them to, that's fine. Alright, so that should be good. Get the kindergarten done, then we can work on these houses. And then we should hopefully never see a shortage of workers down here ever again. Now, what's happening here? You go all the way up to there to get onto the road. Is that right? That connection here. Because that way, they'll at least come all the way down to here before getting onto the dirt road. Yeah. And I wonder if it's time to pay for the upgrade. Well, not pay for, but build the upgrade to these roads. Again, these will have lights. This connection I'd pay for, I think. I'll pay for that. Make sure the city stays connected to the rest of, you know, Brickstonia and stuff. The rest of this... it's going to be interesting. So we'll break some of our connections with the footpaths. I have to make sure I don't break my entire infrastructure here. We can start from far away. Start on this side. Get all this done. Not auto building yet. Get you done up to there. Done all the way up to here. There we go. Cool. So wild actually finally doing this. Taking us a while to get to here. We're definitely here now. Yeah, there we go. Now hopefully these have been auto-searched. Please tell me you've been auto-searched. Nope. Not even this. Oh, there we go. That looks like it got added. Cool. Now what about to you? Road 739, I believe, is the job. Nope. Don't understand. I need you working. Road 728, where is this? This is Road 728. I mean, I need this done as well, so that's fine. These guys are all stuck here. You're out of fuel. At least you're empty, I guess. Wow, I guess I gotta trash this vehicle. It's kind of weird to me that they didn't transition onto this road already. Here's what they should have done. Let's go ahead and... Why are you all the way over here? Oh, because you were getting rid of the clothes in there. Okay, fair enough. Well, it's fine. I mean, it's not ideal, obviously. I gotta sell this vehicle for sure. This is not the end of the world. They'll get built out of their situation soon enough. Wild. On the topic of situations, we are still clear here. Looks good. Unemployment is still extremely low. All right. I mean, I'll take it. Not complaining. Let's get back down over here. Road will hopefully see progress soon. I'm wondering if I want to hit double speed. We can see some progress. Oh, there's a car. Headed to this spot over here. I want to keep an eye on you. So you drive in, right? Park your car, you step out, then where'd you go? You're headed to start your work shift. I assume up over here. Indeed. Beautiful. Now he's working. All right, cool. Dude drives to work. Awesome. Dude just drove to work. That's great. Now you're headed back, and while you're headed back, this is also headed back. Again, I need it to alternate. Okay, we'll sort it out. Okay. All right, so if I begin, I think what I'd like to do first is get an iron mine down. Just to help plan around. Let's plan things properly here, because we did a wonderful job of planning over here. Let's not throw all that, aside. So if we take a look at the iron mine, there's a spot over here, a couple spots over here. Now there's a couple ways we could play this, right? We could do all the mining on this side and then send it all over to process on this side. Either way, it's a lot of pollution. There's no iron to be found up over here, down over here. Here, there's a little bit. Gonna ignore that pocket. There's a fair bit down over here as well. So the other option is we put the mines over here and the processing, over here, far enough away from our living areas, from our residential areas, because I don't want the pollution to spread too far. I'd like to keep a bit of a buffer zone. In fact, on that topic, sorry, I keep wanting to check up on things to see. I want to develop this area perfectly, right? Or as perfectly as possible. Yeah, I feel like putting the trees down did actually help. Remember how we thought, I vaguely remember these houses having pollution issues when we put those trees down. But now that the trees have grown, they're green. They're not super green, but they're not yellow. And I vaguely remember them being yellow. Now, if anybody else remembers otherwise, you let me know. But I do think the trees helped. I do think the trees help. Because look over here, where we have a gap in the trees, it seems like the pollution gets further down. I just think that'd be really cool if that is the case. All right, cool. So, worst case scenario, we can obviously build buffer zones and stuff. Did you drop crops off or no? You did. Good. 216 tons of crops. That should last us a while. All right, so let's go ahead and finally get to work. Again, apologies. Been a bit here and there today. Iron mine, if we put one down. Again, it's all planning right now. It's just planning right now. So we cover a pretty big radius. You can actually cover the area over the mountain as well. Got a lot available over here as well, way out to the side. I think I want to start in a bit more of a central spot. To get you over here, to have a road down, and the conveyor belt would go out this way. Spot over here as well. God, there's so much iron. Okay, can we tap into this? All the way down there. Now, supposedly, even if it's down there, it taps into this. We are not missing out on much. If I put you down over here, might be best, because then we can put another one down over here that capitalizes on all this. Okay, cool. So let's put one down over here. I think a little bit higher up over here makes sense. Yep. So if I drop you down over here, out in the train, of course, that is our first iron mine. That should be able to... Oh, there we go. Come on now. Come on now. There we go. So that will tap into, yes, all this. Cool. Can I actually... I wish you could see its radius. Its functioning radius. The only way to do it is to actually go in and try to put another mine down, and it's all in red now, where it used to be green. That's kind of like the only way to really tell. So here we can put another one down. Say here. Not missing out on too much efficiency. And so we can pop you down over here. I like when they're nicely lined up. Obviously that's not necessarily ideal. Go ahead and put you like this. Yep. Flat than that, drop you down over there. If it'll let me. There we go. I want to make sure the conveyor belts can come together nicely as well, of course. There we go. This would be nice, because I think one conveyor belt can go past, and then they can kind of join forces. If I can just nudge this a little bit further down. A little bit more. Over here. All right, that's as far down south as I'm going to go with this one. So what we'll do then is... Well, I'll show you in a second. As soon as this is done, there we go, cool. Oh, this is getting its own name. Fair enough. Fair enough. I don't mind that, actually. This is a whole industrial sector over there. Our coal area, our, you know, steel and iron and automobile area, and then our residential area. We'll go through like a naming circle soon, folks. I think is what I'm thinking. All right, now over here, I can do something like this. We can tap into a lot of this. It's like nauseatingly green. There's so much iron here. Making my eyes hurt. I'm not legitimately making my eyes hurt. I'm going to come back to that when the sun's back up. Because I don't mind for myself, but I don't know if it's making your eyes hurt as well on screen. I don't want to put anybody through that. It looks like we're coming down over here with some progress. Good stuff. I just got to keep an eye on that, make sure our construction officers are getting the work done. Over here, kindergarten, seeing some work done. 3 construction officers working on it. Let's go ahead and upgrade some of the roads in here, though. Street lights, we're going to auto-build these. Yeah, I'm good to click auto-build. Let's go ahead and connect these interior roads. Because again, some things, we've got the money. It's okay to pay for some of these things. For the bigger projects especially, we're obviously not going to be auto-paying. We're not going to be paying for anything. But you gotta... You make money to spend money, right? I say that often. Make money to spend money. There we go. Okay. Look how many crosswalks we had over here. Let's do that. Keep these as mud roads, that's fine. But where the houses are done, we should get proper roads. Auto build you. And probably proper footpaths as well. Would be a nice idea. Let's get this done too. All the interior roads, I guess. There we go. Beautiful. Beautiful. Light up the city a little bit. That's looking good. We'll pay for that later after this kindergarten's done, or we'll actually build it ourselves maybe. But let's also get, yeah, really quickly here, the footpaths upgraded. Auto build, yes, please and thank you. Connect it over here. Trying to look back at like some of our old roads that we were making. Try and figure out what we were thinking. There we go. It's great to see the hustle and bustle, honestly. All these people just making their way to work. Me interrupting them with my construction. Looks like they pop right back into position though, so that's good. Looks like I'm not actually slowing down our manufacturing or production or services or anything like that. Alright, this is all done. That's all done. These guys are still being built, but I guess I can upgrade these. There we go. These kindergartens, or playgrounds, I guess, should hopefully be done soon as well. No construction offices. Well, why don't we go ahead and assign a bunch of projects to you, buddy? Just like, let's get you working, eh? Let's get you working. Work on these as well. You working on the road? Make sure you're working on the road. Oh, there is a connection. Oh yeah, if there are connections to the roads, we should have them assigned. And I keep forgetting we have the mud road connections. There. Get it all assigned, get it all worked on, all at once. Same thing for you as well. I want to see progress. The nation wants to see progress. There we go. All right. On the topic of which, let's go ahead and make progress of our own. Let's go ahead and plan. So this iron mine, I was thinking, yeah, would be somewhere over here. So we've got ore coming through here and here. Maybe the aggregate storage is over here. We can put the mine down. Put this mine down, well, like over here maybe. I wish I could see the quality of the source. Does it depend on what it's sitting on or what's in its radius? Because That'll make a big difference. I don't have to remake this entire area. Let's see, if I do something like this, I think I'd rather do something like this. What's the terrain like here? How rough is it? It's pretty bad. So fine, let's go ahead and put the road that way. Flatten you out. Cancel the auto build before I make a huge mistake. And here, now we're covering quite a bit of space. Again, my understanding is that radius that is now turned red will all be mined by this iron mine. So, you know, even if I'd put it into the red space, I would have had decent quality goods. We're going to find out soon, I guess. We're going to find out soon. So let's start with these three, right? We're not going to activate them all at once. Just same thing with the coal mines. We're not going to activate them all at once. But I do want to get my plans happening. So here's what I'm thinking. I do wish this was facing the other way, but the road would be a problem. Here's what I'm thinking. I want to get a modded engine here. There'll be a 3 in, 1 out. 3 into 1. And it'll be, let's say, over here. Right? Go ahead and flatten this. Put you down over here. I want to make sure this is like clean as possible. Able to do infrastructure. What infrastructure? All there is another building. There we go. Okay, so that would then connect like so. Still causing obstruction. Not surprised. Not surprised. So we'll need to get this over here, like say that. Hopefully just a touch of flattening required here. Maybe a touch too much. I can also do the modded version, which is the high in and out. One high in. With this one, I guess. Where's our other conveyor belt coming in? Here. Okay, good. So we're in the clear. We're in the clear. Flip you around. Pop you down over here. Or I can't get too close. If I get too close, then it's pointless. Let's flatten this down over here. There we go. And connect you there. And connect you there. Beautiful. And over here, I'm going to want, it's a regular one. Like so, I think, will do the trick. Right? Connect you like that, and then connect you like so. Not an option. This hill's causing an obstruction. Fair enough, not a problem. Again, get our modded high output. The reason why I'm doing the multiple in and the high output is because eventually, if I expand more, I'll have another center point to bring everything to, rather than having to rebuild it at that point and be like, oh, I wish this was an input, not an output. I only need the one output over here because it's all headed to here. That's the epicenter. If that thing gets destroyed, we're in trouble. Think of it like that. Because this is where all the iron ore is going to come to. You know, with however many mines we have, any mines over here, they'll send their iron ore to this central conveyor belt engine, and that will pass it on to here, and from here into an aggregate storage, and from there we'll do distribution. Any iron mines added over here for any reason at any time, they'll all send over to this hub with a high input. They'll push into here, and that'll push up to the aggregate storage. That's the plan. That's the idea. So let's go ahead and get a large aggregate storage to store the iron ore. Because again, we want to have the buffers, right? So this has 4 inputs. We're only going to be using 1 with this so far. I could put you down like so. Put you down like so. I'm thinking like so is a good idea. Let's go ahead and do something like this. So if I do... It is wild how far away this is from our residential area. Getting people here is going to take some time. But I guess that's the exciting part. Figuring out how to do that and making it feel like an actual city. Right, so now we've got a conveyor belt connection here. Cool. So that's our aggregate storage, storing all the iron ore. From here it goes to our processing plants. Now here's the funny thing. Do I? Well, I guess I could split elsewhere. I was going to say, it's like, do I want to have it all go to one aggregate storage, which can store, how much? This large one can store 950 tons of iron ore. See, if we look up over our old city, I love using it as a template because, oh wow, what's going on over here? Are our trams stuck? They are indeed. Looks like the old solution wasn't a solution after all. Okay, well, we're gonna have to revisit that. I'm gonna take a look at some of the suggestions that y'all had sent me. And I will revisit that and hopefully solve the problem. Let's get you through and hopefully you'll go through. You're out. Which way are you trying to go? Why can't you go through? Jammed because of this nonsense? Oh, okay. I guess I had to put the chain down. Yeah, it's a bit of a messy situation. All right, well, I'll have to sort that out. I can't really use this as a reference, but there were times when it was topping right up when we had all the processing plants working. But then again, that's the processing plants, not the mines. Jeez, there's so many steps to this. Okay, fine. Everything comes to one aggregate. From that one aggregate, everything goes out to... Again, each one of these can hypothetically provide enough iron ore for 4 processing plants. But that is a pipe dream. We're going to pretend that's not actually what's going to happen. Instead, we're going to put 1 down for now. Just the 1 down. If I wanted to put more down, I could. I wonder if I want to put like a battery down like this. And I don't mind planning for the future right now. We could put the processing closer to here. These guys output iron. Now, iron is required for steel. And if we take a look at steel, which is down over here. It's my steel plant. There it is. So the steel mill needs iron and coal. Coal is coming from all the way down here. So we should probably have our steel mill be in sort of a central spot. So this is probably where our steel mill is going to sit. Hopefully. So we have iron ore processing into iron over here, coal being sent over this way. You have 2 inputs. You have 4 inputs. Good. Put you down over here-ish. Yeah, something like up over there. Okay. In fact, I'm wondering if I want to plant it down so I have that as a reference point. Tracks are going to come down. I want to be able to rotate into the tracks, so let's go ahead and put you down like so. Wow, space runs out real quick when you've got these massive buildings to put down, I guess. I mean, obviously. Captain Obvious over here, but still interesting and impressive to see. Alright, so we get the steel mill down over here, let's say. Again, it's all planning, it's all stuff we can easily change if we change our mind. So that's the steel mill. And the steel mill takes 150 tons of iron and turns it into 150 tons of steel. Iron and coal. But 150, it's a 1-to-1 ratio. So if our iron ore processing plant is producing 105 tons of iron, we need approximately 3 iron ore processing plants working at 100% efficiency to keep our steel mill working at 100% efficiency. All right. So let's aim for 3. I feel like that's fair. Let's aim for 3. So let's see what we can do here. And again, we're not building this all at once or anything. We need to flatten this. We need to like basically flatten this entire mountain range over here. See if we can't height from center over here. I'm gonna double speed it. Because that way we can flatten a bit faster as well. Just want to see a little bit of progress happen a little bit faster overall. Okay, we definitely need to use the other tool. Lower terrain here. Blowing up the side of a mountain. Crazy. I could actually focus on my oil first, because oil doesn't actually need... The oil rig doesn't need people to work it. Oh, man. I mean, it's realistic to have to spend so much time on flattening a mountain, but it has been done. I don't know about it happening in the... I'm sure in the 80s we were blowing up mountains. Look at the Canadian Shield. We've like... epic name. Canadian Shield. I love it. But we've blown up the Canadian Shield to put roads and stuff down. So I'm sure this is not too crazy. Need flat terrain. Okay, we're getting there though. This is too much of a dip, I take it. Yeah. Alright, well, perhaps we build it into levels then. Got one up over here, and it's, again, I said 3 is what we're looking for, right? If we put, let's say... 1. And a little bit of flattening is required here. We gotta raise the train a bit. Where is it red? Yeah, gotta raise the train a little bit in that little corner. Not a problem. It'll just take us a little bit of time, but not the end of the world. Okay, let's try it now. Our processing plant. No, still gotta go a little bit higher. Probably a lot higher, actually. Come on, work away. Work away. Get the work done. Got like 3, 4 of them working in this small area. You'd expect it to go pretty quickly. Also at double speed. Yeah, there we go. So if I pop you down over here, like so. This last bit of flattening we'll do with these tools. Again, still a fair bit to go, but there we go. Beautiful. Now what I don't like actually about that placement is that the output is, they really make you play puzzle games, don't they? Really make you play puzzle games. I guess I do this. Sure. Something like this. Because then one of the outputs at least is free. I mean, I could make both of them free. Wouldn't mind doing that. Do something like that. Okay, it's 1, 2, and there's going to be a third one. Third one over here, maybe. Set you up like so. Now the outputs are a mess. Oh, game. Why did you hurt me so? Other options, of course, this. Sure, let's do that. Try this. I'm definitely enjoying this experiment, but it also makes me nervous as all hell. We got that down. All right, cool. So now the conveyor belts would... I want to get a split happening here. Right? Get the input like so. Try something like this. I was hoping it would work. Not surprised it doesn't, obviously. Life can't be that easy. There we go. And... nope, that's too tight. Fair enough. That's the thing. That's why I would rather find all these issues out now, sooner rather than later, right? In fact, I'm also tempted to put the road down first. Because then we can, like, do steep of a descent. Okay. Yeah, we'll have to adjust the road and stuff over here a fair bit. Or the terrain for the road. Average it out a touch. Look at the money just rolling in. 7.3. What did we start this episode in? I can't even remember. Can't even remember. Too steep of a descent still. I need to wait until sun's back up so I can see. Go ahead and cancel the road a little bit. I'd have to get rid of the conveyor belts that are over top. Come on now. There we go. There we go. All right, that's good. Now this connection is only in the case of a fire. It might actually be cheaper for my sanity for me to just allow a fire to burn this thing down, if there ever is one. It's not completely flat at all, hence the issue. Could get rid of you. And you. And we could maybe... yeah. Too steep of an incline. Bit of an understatement there. Maybe do something here. I have my doubts. Yeah, again, it's not a big deal. The actual conveyor belt connections are obviously far more important. You and you. Cool. So this has come down. Too steep of a descent. Just gotta do it in a couple steps. There we go. All right. Can we fit a road through here? Too steep of an incline. Might need to adjust the factories a bit. Sides are on steep inclines. All right, fair enough. Fair enough, fair enough. Get rid of you. Get rid of you. Let's go ahead and flatten to this height. Quite a big difference, as you can see. Quite a big difference. I wonder if... yeah, it's a lot faster. There we go. And then we can have roads, you know, coming in between them and whatnot. It'll work a lot better. I'm not saying that... there's something about the challenge of densely packed industry and whatnot, which I think I enjoy a fair bit, which is why I do it so often. If nobody wants to watch me struggle with... I say struggle, but I mean that in like the productive... If nobody wants to see me challenge myself, I suppose is what I'm trying to say, with this kind of densely packed development, let me know. And we'll just go the slightly easier route of just kind of laying buildings down where they'll fit nicely without having to worry about density and saving space. A lot of flattening to do. A lot of raising to do, rather. There we go. A little bit of raising down over here as well. That should allow me to put you down. Almost. A little bit more up over here. Again, using the raised terrain because it's a bit faster, and then using the auto build, not the auto build, but the smoothing that you get with the right mouse button to finish the job, basically. What's left? Top left corner. There we go. That's got to be it. Yeah, almost. There we go. Beautiful. Let's pop you down, say, over here. There we go. Hopefully, that's the right kind of flat. Not too high now instead. Of course it is. Of course it is. You get for taking shortcuts. There we go. At least it's faster now. It's a much smaller difference. It's not that painful. There we go. All right, so now let's go ahead and just put this one down, please. Tell me you'll fit. Nice. Very nice. Done. Now the road should be able to come through here. Excellent. That's exactly what I was hoping for. Road can come through there. This road can continue on this way. Connect over here. Get a nice junction like that. And then we can go ahead and plan out the conveyor belt. Because now we can make sure that we clear the road. Wish I could see without having to actually put down the engine and whatnot. But again, that would make life too easy. That would make life just a little too easy. We'll put you down over here. Can I connect? Nice. And then we need another one. Down, let's say, over here. That is wonky. I don't know why I even put that down. There we go. Come on. There it is. Another building on fire. Man. It's happening a lot in today's session. All right, so there you have it. So that's iron ore being brought over from there and being sent to, of course, had to be this road. Not a problem, though. We can just do that, and we can check to make sure. Oh, are you kidding me? All right, fine. Fair enough. Fair enough, because what we can do is we can use the modded version, which is the high output. 1 high input, 6 outputs. Yes. What I want. Pop you down. over here. Connect that, no problem. And then we can do the low one to here. And then we can do the high one to there. Beautiful. And this road can go back exactly where it was before, potentially. Basically. I'll take that curve. That's not a problem. All right. So now, like, if we get a bus stop somewhere over here, people will be able to take that bus stop to go to here, and then the other iron ore processing plant that we're going to put down up there, right? Do I want to push a road through here as well? Could do. Is there any value in it? I don't know. I don't know. I wonder if I'd rather be a bit more densely packed over here. Potentially. Potentially. This is all coming out of one output. I wonder if it should come out of the other output instead. It's not like we're going up from over here. If I cancel this, could I... Some other infrastructure's in the way. Well, that might be the road over here. There, yeah, let's do that. That way it keeps this angle free in case I ever want to put something down over here or, you know, build a whole loop around or something. It leaves that open. I think that's a bit more reasonable. But okay, so that's the start of our iron processing. I mean, I guess I wanted to get a third one of these down, right? So let's go ahead and plan for the third one. And I do wonder about this placement. Like, I do wonder if it's not wiser to put it down over here, say. It's just a matter of getting workers here is the problem. And coal is coming down where? Here. Well, that's going to steel. That's fine. These guys don't need coal. Going to steel down there, right? Yeah. All right, well, let's fine. Let's stick to the original plan. Put you down up over here, potentially. Level train height from center. Please and thank you. All right, got to raise this a lot first. A lot faster to raise with this tool first, I find. And then you kind of flatten using this tool. You see how much faster that feels? Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's a placebo effect, but I'll take it. And we put this down like so. And this is the fastest way to smooth terrain, I find. There we go. Raise you a little bit higher. So again, we want to have both of those belts able to go out. I'm going to pause it real quick here. Now my only concern here is this connection. Don't know if it'll work. Structure's in the way, of course. Because of that road. And I know that's the problem. Just trying to figure out, does this go from bottom to top or... Yeah, it goes bottom to top. Okay, not a problem, let's see. We can fit down there. Alright. I might need to nudge this just a little bit further down. Just a little bit further down. Or, alternatively, we do in fact make this the connection. If I can. Right? Can this... Nah, it'll be jammed over there as well. Yeah, I need a lot more breathing room over here. Need a lot more breathing room over here. If I can just pull that down a little bit. Where is it? There we go. Add it like this. Build the infrastructure. I'll put you down over here. Right, that gives us a bit more room. Go ahead and destroy this road. Weird how the infrastructure thing works sometimes, but oh, it's fine. It's not the end of the world. I put you down over here. Can't believe it. Oh, there we go. So if I put you down over here, right? Get this road to connect over there. Through over here. Like so. Connect you like so. And we know there's a connection to be had here. Cancel you as well. Come on, baby. The building's in the way. That's this building itself. Let's see. Yeah, it's gonna need a little bit more finessing, to put it lightly. Can't be so densely packed, I guess. Alright, fair enough, fair enough. Here's what we'll do. We'll space these guys out a little bit more, a bit more, just to give them some more room. It's the conveyor belts, as suspected, that are going to prove to be issues. Not a big deal. We'll figure it out, but I think we're going to have to figure it out next session. I think this is what we're going to call it. I hope you enjoyed this one, though we did manage to solve a fair bit of the initial legwork. We managed to put down the initial foundation for our upcoming iron processing. Oh, look at that view. Look at that view. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. But yeah, nonetheless, these iron mountains shall be mined soon enough. Good to have this planning going on, and with double speed, I'm sure we've made plenty of progress on the roads and stuff over here. Yeah, you can see we finished this massive road section over here, doing some good work over here as well. This is almost done. Yeah, lots of progress. So I'm overall pretty happy about how things have been coming together this entire session. Power is still a bit of an issue over here. Hopefully we'll sort that out soon enough. And hopefully, oh, look at that. The kindergarten here is done as well. Without power supply, obviously everything's without power supply, but that means we have to get to work on these sky rises as well. Oh, look at the view from here as well. Look at that. Look at that. I love looking at the city every once in a while. This is our baby. This is our child. This is our, you know, kinder, as it were. Obviously not a grammatically correct sentence, but that's not what I'm going for here, folks. What I'm going for is calling it the end of today's session. I hope you enjoyed it. Like I said before, if you did, let me know. Leave a like and a comment down below. Our city grows ever larger. Our nation ever more prosperous. Look at that. This is a 1 million ruble year, potentially 2 million. Beautiful. Beautiful. You know what else is beautiful? Each and every one of you who have been supporting this channel as channel members and patrons on a monthly basis. Thank you very much for that support. And of course, you know who else is beautiful? Each and every one of you who have been watching along week after week, month after month. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you all for the support. And until next time, до свидания.